Okay, so we could get special forces. I always check industry and electronics first. Might want to get decryption. Yeah, it's a pretty fast one. And Japan, please tell me. Improve national spirit. I think that is on the path. Okay, where's the one? Okay, so they do have Strike the USA as an available focus. They took Southern expansion instead of Northern expansion against the Russians. So hopefully they will pick that up before they do Advanced Weapons and Divine Wind and Army Primacy. It's funny that you can take Army and Navy Primacy. Those were kind of mutually exclusive for the Japanese in World War II. It would be interesting if once they do an East Asia expansion, if they implement a Japan-specific mechanic to model the...
And we have expelled them from our home.
Model the tensions between the Army and the Navy in World War II, because that was something that definitely happened. So we want to defend coastlines, naval bases, victory points, air bases. Let's just say coastlines, naval bases, and
yeah, don't want to get greedy.
Don't want to overextend ourselves here. So naval invasion. It still says there's a naval invasion headed for Australia, but it looks like they're going the other way. So I think they thought twice about that. How much damage do they do to our infrastructure? That's another... Okay. So they messed up some railroads in Queensland and Victoria, but other than that, it could have been a lot worse. It also looks like they halted construction of some factories, maybe. We're almost up to a full 15 factories, which will be very nice. Yeah, I'm hoping we can just switch all the way up to, like, extensive conscription.
Scraping the barrel.
Yeah. Scraping the barrel is pretty terrible. Minus 40% factory output. That's like you're just throwing everybody onto the front
Might
lines.
have to if this keeps going the way it's going.
If the U.S. doesn't join the war, eventually we would, yeah. Naval combat. All right, let's take let's go ahead and take these guys off of fire at will.
Well, it's over. They're gonna get sunk.
Yeah, we're not gonna have a navy for much longer, but do not engage. High repair priority. Patrol. Let's put them on search and destroy so they stay in a tight formation, because that'll at least give them a better chance of winning some engagements.
Nope. Bye, Navy.
And do we no longer have a navy? Well, we have 6 ships in the Tasman Sea.
I would put them to dock, bud.
Alright, so there was naval invasion down there. Where are they invading Melbourne from? Do they seriously have the naval range from... it's 2 sea regions. Okay. So now we have to worry about the southern coast, too.
Hey, we need to get better conscription laws. This all-volunteer army is not doing it for us. Honestly.
Yeah, I would think at this point that option would just be available to us because anyone who lives in Australia right now would see that that's a good idea. Alright, so yeah, just...
Kick them out.
Kick them out.
And at least we'll be able to research the last item on the focus tree that will
Very
enable.
soon.
Yep, in a matter of a day. So...
Stop taking our territory and making our name on the map move around. And they're dumb. They abandoned Melbourne, so... We're just going to cut off their path to the sea.
Yes!
Alright, we got a volunteer defense corps.
And now we need to...
Citizen military forces. It is now time to prepare a reserve army. It's now time to prepare a reserve army to increase our readiness in case of war. We will draft available militiamen into the army for home defense and then prepare them for service overseas if needed.
Yeah, that's not happening for a while.
So, does that let us go straight up to extensive conscription is my question. Nope, we have to also research fight, work, or perish to get that one.
And we will.
We can do it in 2 steps, though. Alright, I'm going to fight a holding action here. And then retreat as soon as possible. Italy lays claim to Greek territory. Greece join the Allies.
A little late.
Okay. That was a holding action, but it looks like we're just going to kill their armor division. It was mainly just so that our troops could get to Melbourne before theirs did, but that worked out better than we thought.
And just send them out. I mean, we're just doing what we do here, guys.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be whack-a-mole for a while here, but we're trading favorably. We just need manpower. We just really badly need manpower. Our divisions are 92%, so they're not really losing much fighting effectiveness yet.
No, we're lasting long enough that I think we're gonna get down the focus trees in the way that we need to in order to. I mean, we've almost got
I don't
enough...
like that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 7. So these guys are going to be the 5th infantry division until they get a nickname. Okay, everybody. Yeah, they're not putting a lot of punch into these invasions at all.
I think they're just trying to occupy us. Maybe they overestimate the kind of threat we're capable of offering. I don't know.
We have a ridiculous amount of Navy experience, but no Navy. So when we start building a Navy again, we're going to have some high-tech shit. Let's see, engineering's ahead of time. Industry is still slightly ahead of time. Encryption's going to help us, though. Anything that gives an edge to our infantry at this point, honestly, is something that we desperately need, especially if it preserves lives of our infantry. So this is going to finish on it's the 15th, so we got, what, 55 days to go.
It's going to finish in 1941.
Yeah, it's going to finish early 1941.
And then we'll be able to... We'll have the political power banked, though, to not only go to limited conscription, but then go immediately to extensive conscription when it's available. So it was a good idea to save that political power up, in my opinion.
Right. And then we're going to have December 7th, 1941, a day that shall make every Australian go, finally. Probably won't happen exactly on December 7th, but... Where's our volunteers, Yanks?
Yeah, a volunteer division right now would be awesome.
Yeah, like 1 or 2 volunteer divisions to help us defend our coast would go a long way. A long, long way. Alright, we retook Adelaide. These guys don't have a nickname yet, so they could be the 1st Infantry. And they'll be the Adelaide... Adelaide... What's an awesome word that starts with A? Adelaide...
I'm trying to think.
Awesome dudes. Adelaide Avengers.
There we go.
There we go. All right.
We dig it. We dig it. Took us a little bit, but
yeah.
We got there. Get off our island. This is fun.
This is fun. I mean, it's whack-a-mole to some degree. I wish we actually had enough troops to defend our coasts effectively.
You know what's funny though is it reveals a flaw in how we were doing things, like in terms of our focus tree buildup and whatnot. We weren't ready for this, so now we're kind of in a desperate fight against time to get ready for it. You know what I mean?
You're right. Yeah. You know what? We'll keep these guys in training. I was gonna say we could axe them and send this manpower as reinforcements to our divisions.
We need the 6th Division.
Yeah. German interest in Scandinavia, so they're getting ready to invade the Nordic countries, and there they go. Norway joined the Allies.
The Dutch gave up the ghost in New Guinea, it would appear.
Yeah. If we had
volunteer divisions by the United States.
Where?
Look, do you see the flag?
Oh yeah. And they've got tanks.
Go U.S. Okay, getting involved a little bit more. We'll take it.
Yeah, honestly, if we had more divisions, we could land troops in Dutch.
Oh, here comes Japan up there. You see him?
Yeah. Okay, so they're going for Darwin. So everybody go to Darwin. It's going to be a long road, but we do have the infrastructure. So speaking of infrastructure, looks like they damaged a factory that was being built down there. And going to queue up infrastructure just everywhere.
We're gonna need it.
When we have enough factories. Yes! Send volunteers from the United States!
Do it! Send
Hell
as
yeah!
many as want to come.
They're going to get here on the 3rd of December.
We will take it. Oh my god, 2 divisions. Not 1, but 2. That's a game changer.
That's like almost half of our total army strength right now. Oh, I love it.
We're getting there, guys. I think we're gonna manage this.
Let's hire a chief of navy. Oh, we didn't have a chief of navy during all of those battles that happened. That would have been
great.
Having a chief of the navy. That would have been nice.
That'd have been great.
Is that a transport? No, that's a warship. But they are also trying to land transports in Townsville.
Oh
City of Townsville.
Miss Bellum.
Actually, I'm going to divert 3 divisions here. Yeah, okay, so here's what we want to do.
Come on, U.S. We really need you. We really need you.
You guys, there. You two. Since this is a much less strategically vital area. And then on December 3rd, the Americans are coming.
And that, again, considering that increases the size of our fighting force on our home islands by 40%, that's not an inconsiderable deal.
Once again, they're landing like 1 unit of Marines, and then like they'll try to take a decently supplied area, and then they'll land like 2 more divisions.
Yes.
It arrived in the Solomon Islands.
No.
Why? Why are the okay, so they're gonna do their own thing. They're just gonna try to retake the Solomon Islands.
And if they succeed, you know, that actually really helps us.
That's fine. Yeah, if we could get rid of this port and this port, I don't think that they could invade Melbourne anymore, which would be nice.
Send more volunteers, please. Not to the Solomon Islands.
Yeah.
If you feel like it.
Okay, so that's not good because they just got off the train and they have not recovered their org yet.
And they're outnumbered.
So we're going to go ahead and get a nice little planning bonus going there. Dangerous naval invasion in Australia. We're aware of that. Naval combat in the Coral Sea. Well, we have a chief of navy now, bitches.
And 2 ships. So
that's still technically a navy. It's more than 1 boat, so it's not just a boat. It is a navy.
They communicate via bullhorn. Sup, bro? Fought the good fight.
They are the equivalent of Obi-Wan Kenobi and Mace Windu fighting back to back in the Clone Wars, except they're boats.
Technologically inferior boats. Oh, that's funny.
We're gonna have the best destroyers. We're gonna have tremendous destroyers.
The very best. We have all the best destroyers.
Okay, I don't really want to attack into a
Denmark.
hill. Denmark
Okay.
has been invaded. But they do have shitty organization, and they are trying to fight with a motorized division in the mountains. So we might actually be able to win that, even with just 1 division. Meanwhile, these guys still ticking up their preparation bonus. That's good. We have forts. They also have forts. Let's guess how that went. Battle of Noumea. We lost.
Nobody.
We still have heavy cruisers? So they sunk some convoys. Our heavy cruisers went in to try to defend, and they failed, but we also didn't lose any cruisers, so. Norway's holding out. They have U.S. volunteers fighting for them. Another naval combat happening. You said naval volunteers? Is that something that was permitted by international law?
Oh man.
Okay, so this guy knows what he's doing. This is some intelligent AI here. He's moving around this side to flank and to contain them, which is exactly what I would have told him to do if I were controlling him manually. All right, you guys chill. You guys chill. Let's wait till we have everybody in position. We don't need to attack half-cocked. No reason for it. All right, now. It's like the third Battle of Townsville at this point, something like that.
Yes.
Awesome. Okay.
Now go, everyone fight that fight, work, or perish.
Where is it? Fight, work, or perish. With our enemy posing an existential threat to the Dominion. Now that sounds more like the actual situation. Australians must make a choice. They will fight, they will work, or they will perish. Military construction fee. Okay, so Great Depression is replaced with all in. We get factory output and less consumer goods. Which, by the way, if you don't know, if you're new to Hearts of Iron, less consumer goods is a good thing in this game.
Change it.
Limited conscription. We now have 77,000.
Rebuild the military.
What are they lacking equipment? Okay, they're lacking manpower. That'll be fixed very quickly here. So they're going to deploy in Queensland, right? Yep. And they're going to join this army, which is
we're going to go to extensive conscription here soon, folks.
Yeah.
It's a whole new war. We held out. We survived.
We did.
With an all-volunteer force, by the way. That's
I think it's slightly unrealistic that it took that long to muster the political will to institute a draft.
How's the U.S. volunteers doing in them Solomon Islands? Just hanging out.
Them Solomon
That's
Islands.
great. They're just literally just hanging out.
Sitting there taking attrition is what's happening. Because they didn't even land on a port. There's Guadalcanal right there.
Can we order them?
It's undefended.
Can we order them?
It's undefended. No, you can't give orders to allies.
And they're researching the Divine Wind, by the way.
Are they?
Yep. Crap.
So yeah, they still haven't and they researched advanced weapons, so they're doing everything except strike the USA.
That's not good.
But now that it's going to be 1941. I believe the AI is scripted. Oh, is that the French Marines? Are you coming to help us? Where are you going? Where are you going, guys?
We need help. I mean, it would have been nice.
Well, I mean, it's okay. I mean, we get it. You probably got other important stuff to do.
What with your government in exile?
Yeah. I mean, it would have been. We were hoping maybe you could stop for just a second.
Yeah, just maybe lend some bullets. Could you shoot some flares at them at least?
Yeah.
Do flares cost you anything?
Well, see, this is going to be a problem. So we got max planning bonus on these guys, but I think I let them get entrenched, so we're going to need to
hit them.
All right. Yeah, these guys are almost out of org, so they're going to be screwed. At that point, we're just fighting light tanks. I think we have... Do we have man-portable anti-tank? Not yet.
That's a priority.
But I think we're still going to be able to overwhelm them here.
That's a priority. I think portable anti-tank at this point. They're landing armor in our...
Awesome. So this decryption encryption advantage is helping us a lot. So we can't... It's still ahead of time, so that's still going to be a waste of our research, but... Maybe recon. Yeah,
okay.
Let's get some better recon divisions. Industry, yes, we can get the next level of all of our industry techs. I won't commit more than one research slot to industry right now because we really need to be beefing up our troops. But yeah,
how goes the training?
So we've got one division.
Almost.
Oh wow!
Done.
I guess we overbuilt a little bit. Yeah, we want to. Cool. So we don't want to go into a manpower deficit. So let's just get let's
That's
get
enough.
6 divisions for now.
That's enough.
That gives us some depth.
That's double the size what we had initially.
Yeah.
So
And that'll probably allow us to defend the entire western coast effectively, including Melbourne, which is good. If they do these shenanigans again, that's still going to be a problem. But